Hello, I'm Gregofgames, and this is Weapon Focus. In this first episode, we're going to look at the M16A3. The M16A3 is the first primary weapon available to the Assault class, assuming you spawn on the side of the US Marines. In the Assault unlock tree, the weapon is the last available unlock for the Russian Army. Its two firing modes are fully and semi-automatic. The M16A3 has rather average stats for an assault rifle, comparable to the M416. However, unlike the M16, the M416 has a lower rate of fire. This weapon is commonly overlooked due to its early availability, and the fact that its stats don't really stand out from other weapons in its class. In reality, the M16A3 is in use by small amounts of units in the US Armed Forces. Currently, the M16A4 is the standard American service rifle. The M16 family of rifles has gone through a few different variations. The M16A3, in particular, is essentially an M16A2 capable of fully automatic fire. However, the M16 series of rifles is approaching the end of its life cycle in the American Armed Forces, and there are a few companies designing possible replacements for the M16 platform under military contracts. In-game, the M16A3 has average stats. A moderate rate of fire, recoil, and reload time make this gun a great starter weapon. It shares the same damage statistics as most other assault rifles, with 25 damage at close range, and gradually going down to 17 damage over a distance of 40 meters. Compared to its Russian counterpart, the AK-74M, the M16A3 sacrifices a higher rate of fire for difficulty and control. Although the AK-74M has the same damage stats as the M16, its low rate of fire and low recoil make the gun very easy to control, making it more appealing to some. Though, unlike the AK, the M16 has a faster reload speed, so emptying your magazine faster won't be a huge issue. If you played Bad Company 2, the M16A3 controls similarly to how the XM8 did. This makes any optical attachments you apply in your class setup quite flexible. The ACOG scope can be used quite effectively. Since the M16A3 is quite easy to control at longer range, the foregrip isn't totally necessary. Instead, you should make use of the underslung rail to mount the M320 or M26 attachments if you want a versatile offensive and defensive advantage. If you want even better long-range capabilities, the heavy barrel pairs really well with the optical attachments. If you don't want to use that, then the laser sight or tactical light provides some useful utility. Of course, if you want to use the med kit, then it's still just as useful as the underslung attachments, but be aware that you won't be able to make much use of it than the M320. With good practice, the M16A3 is an effective killing machine at longer range. Its predictable vertical recoil allows it to pair with long-range optics very well. The heavy barrel makes this setup even more deadly accurate. You won't find much use in the foregrip or bipod since the gun is already pretty easy to control once you get it down. Any underslung rail attachments outweigh them, giving you more versatility and being able to fill in gaps that your setup doesn't cover, like close-range capability. The suppressor can be used, but it makes the M16A3 less accurate. As a result, it's not that great of an idea. The M16A3 is an average assault rifle, not really excelling in any particular field, but it's a great starter weapon and can be used for close, medium, and long-range engagements with equal effectiveness. However, this weapon's average stats also become its downfall, since it doesn't really excel in any particular field compared to other weapons. Long-range fire, the G3A3 is far better. Close-range fire, the F2000 is far better. Even so, that doesn't make the M16A3 a bad weapon. It's a well-rounded gun and the archetype of the modern assault rifle. If you're having trouble deciding on an assault rifle to use, then the M16A3 is a good choice. That's it for this weapon guide. Join me next time when I'll be going over the M4A1 engineer weapon.